Hi guys, this is Mrs. Gromick. This is part 2 of your wire wrapped ring demo video. This is for the intermediate wire wrapped ring project. I'm going to show you how to do your patterned wrap on your base of your ring. So in order to get started with this is the pattern I will be doing. I'm going to do 3 around just the one wire, and then 3 around both for my base. 3 around one, 3 around both. So I first need to get my 26 gauge wire. This is my wrapping wire. 26 is a large number. That means my wire is thin, easy to wrap with. And I am going to cut about an arm's length off of that wire. Okay? Now I am a righty, so I'm going to hold my project in my left hand and I'm holding the bead. If you are a lefty, you would do the opposite. And then while I'm holding the bead, I'm also going to put an end of my wire over there and hold that with the bead. So I have that all clumped up in one group there. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to start by wrapping once, twice, 3 times around both of my wires and push them so that they are tight next to each other. And I'm going to push it all the way up to the beginning. Notice how none of my wrapping is crossing each other. They're all just next to each other. That's how you make it look nice and neat. You don't want to have any crossing. And then notice how my 2 base wires also don't cross each other. We want them to just be parallel from each other. So after I've done that, I'm then going to take my wire. I'm wrapping from behind up to the front, and I'm just going in between my 2 so that I'm only wrapping around one. I just chose the bottom because it's easiest for me. So I'm only wrapping around the bottom base wire, not the top. So I do that once. I do it twice, and remember, keep tension, keep pulling your wire tight as you're working. Once, twice, pulling my wire tight through, pulling my wire tight to the back. 3 times. Now I have 3 there. Now I'm going to pull and wrap around from the back to the front and go around both of my wires again, and do that once, twice, and you can push the 2 wires up using a thumb or a tool if you need to. Once, twice, 3 times. And now they're all squished next to each other. So 3, 3 below, 3 over both. Now I'm going to go in between again. Go in between both once, in between both twice, in between both 3 times. And you can kind of start to see the pattern there. So now I'm going to go around the base, both of them 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to go in between. Always pulling tight, always pushing all of your wrapping up next to each other. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Always squishing and pushing so that it all is next to each other. It's the way to make it look nice. So there you go. You can see the pattern. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So you want about 2¼ to 2½ inches of wrapping for a nice long ring to fit around a chunky finger. 2¼ for a little less. Maybe you're doing like a ring finger or a pinky. 2½ for a pointer finger or a thumb or a middle finger. Okay? So you want about that length. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to finish it off up here. But for your wrapping, you would just cut off your little tail at the beginning now that you're done holding that and you don't need to hold that anymore. You just snip it, tuck it down, and then when you're done wrapping everything, you would just snip the end and tuck it in. Okay? So the next video will show you how to do the decorative finishes. All right?